Welcome. Or the consciousness of a fragmented personality system. We're called Kanishi C41. And today we're going to read from October 17th. Mildred Stamm, 1967 publication, Meditation Moments for Women. I record these without commentary, whether you see it as a personal inspiration or as a historical artifact. That's cool. From Exodus chapter 3, verse 10. Come now, and I will send thee. Moses was chosen of God to deliver his people. He had a deep concern for them. Quote, he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, end quote. He undertook to help them, but as we so often do, he tried to do it in his own way and failed. It seems to be from Exodus chapter 3, verse 10. Quote, he looked, so Exodus chapter 3, verse 12. He looked this way and that way he looked this way and that way, end quote. A little distracted. Instead of waiting for God to lead him. Moses had been, so here's a quote from Acts chapter 7, verse 22. It says, Moses had been, quote, learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians and was mighty in words and deeds, end quote. Now he must be trained in the school of God. Someone has said, quote, Moses needed the seminary of the desert to fashion him into a vessel for use, end quote. He had his degree in the school of men, but he had yet to learn his alphabet in the school of God. Quote, God equips those he calls instead of calling those who seem to be equipped, end quote. God took Moses away from the hustle and the bustle of people, away from the life in an Egyptian court, into the desert to prepare him for his work. There are courses in God's university, which we too must take alone with him. But we become so busy we fail to spend the time we should with him. Out on the desert, Moses was prepared to be the leader of the Israelites as they left Egypt. God called Moses aside into his presence at the burning bush. It was then that he commissioned Moses. From Exodus chapter 3, verse 10, God said to him, quote, come now, therefore, and I will send thee. Moses still had many lessons to learn. He made many excuses, yet he learned that it was not a question of who he was, but who God is. From Exodus chapter 3, verse 12, quote, certainly I will be with thee, end quote, is sufficient assurance for anyone to be obedient to God's call. Thank you for joining us for this contemplation. I hope you have a blessed day. Remember, we're still rocking with you, of course. Thank you.